What's up people, and welcome to Quick Maths. In this video, I'll be going through how to calculate the perimeter and area of a square, triangle and circle. So, let's start with a square first. So here we have our square, and we know when we have a square, the length of all of its sides are equal. So this side, this side, this side and this side all have equal length, and we can represent this by adding a dash over here, which means all of its sides have an equal length. So let's call this side 6 meters in length. So automatically we know the length of this side is 6 meters, this side is 6 meters, and this side is 6 meters. Now let's calculate our perimeter. We call that P. So to calculate the perimeter of a square, we add the length of all of its sides together. So it'll be 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, which equals 24. And remember the unit of meters. Now let's calculate our area, A. And the formula to calculate the area of a square is length times width. But we know the length and the width are equal for a square. So it's simply the length, say 6 times 6, because the length and the width are equal, which equals 36. And remember the unit of meters squared, because we're multiplying 6 meters by 6 meters, hence we have the meters squared. So that's how to calculate the area of a square and the perimeter. Now let's look at two examples of triangles. So, for the first triangle, let's calculate its perimeter. So to calculate the perimeter of a triangle, it's simply adding the lengths of all its sides together. So let's call the perimeter P. And for this triangle, the perimeter will equal 3 plus 4 plus 5, which equals 12, and the unit of meters. Now let's calculate the area. The area of a triangle is calculated by going 1/2 times the base times the height. So this equals 1/2 times the base. And the base of this triangle is equal to 3 meters. So we add the 3 here, times the height. And the height of this triangle is equal to 4 meters. So we add the 4 here. So we go 1/2 times 3 times 4, which is 6. And remember the unit of meters squared. Now let's look at calculating the area of this triangle. So we know the area is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height, which equals 1/2 times the base. So 1/2 times the base of 6 meters. So we had the 6 here, times the height, which is 4 meters. So the 4 here, and we solve this. We've got 1/2 times 6, which is 3 times 4, which is 12, and the unit of meters squared. So we can also calculate the perimeter of this triangle. However, we will need to do a bit of Pythagoras, which I'll cover later on in another video. So that's how to calculate the area and perimeter of a triangle. Lastly, let's look at the circle. Before we start calculating the perimeter and area of our circle, let's understand some terminology. Firstly, the radius. The radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the perimeter of the circle. In this case, it's 4 meters. Now the diameter. The diameter is a distance through the center of the circle from one side to another. So if I'm at this point, and I pass through the center to this point via a straight line, that distance is the diameter. And it's 2 times the radius. So in this case, it's 8 meters. The circumference is a distance all the way around the circle. So if I start at this point and go all the way around the circle, the distance I covered is called the circumference. Now pi. This is the symbol for pi. And it's equal to 3.14. And this value is rounded to 2 decimal places. And pi is a mathematical constant, and it's defined as the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. So let's calculate the circumference of our circle. So the circumference is given by 2 pi r, which equals 2 times pi times r, which is 4. So 2 times 4 is 8, and pi, I'm going to leave my answer in terms of pi, but if you want to calculate the actual value, it's simply 8 times 3.14. So here we have 8 pi and a unit of meters. And the circumference can also be written as pi times the diameter, because 2r is equal to our diameter. So doing this, we get diameter of 8 meters, so it's 8 and our pi, so 8 pi meters. And we have the same answer here and there. Now let's calculate our area of our circle. And the area of our circle is given by pi r squared. We know our radius is 4, and 4 squared is 16. So here we get our area as 16 pi and our unit of meters squared. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you've learned how to calculate the perimeter and area of a square, triangle and circle. Thank you.